A new idea has emerged in the aviation. American Airlines has officially received approval to operate the Boeing 7879, known as 879P. Everyone was looking on in amazement. However, this is not a typical dreamliner. Its performance is recognized worldwide by the letter P. Typically, wide-body aircraft, large planes carry a large number of, but this time, fewer passengers will be used. Some fear this is risky and could harm the company, while a few executives believe this idea is excellent and a significant for the company. How was this idea approved by everyone? What distinguishes the 707-9 standard Dreamliners? Most importantly, what does this mean long-haul aviation, safety, and efficiency? Brace yourself as we explore the history of the 707-9P, includes bold design changes that could completely transform its economy, technology, and flight characteristics. This plane is very large. How with fewer people? Isn't that dangerous? Advanced automation, redesigned cabin service workflows, and minor adjustments to the aircraft's interior configuration are the key components. While American Airlines 787-9P still retains the Dreamliner fuselage, it features new digital systems that enable more efficient operation. This translates into the following practical advantages. AI-powered cameras in the cabin detect passengers' needs and provide everything they require. During flight, cabin zones are now divided to minimize workload during boarding, service, and emergencies. And kitchen layouts with AI assistance help a large number. Perhaps most importantly, the FAA, American Airlines' internal human factors team, Boeing collaborated to design all this. So what is the game changer? Following American Airlines' successful lobbying efforts, U.S. regulators granted the line partial crew exemptions. Tests have proven that reduced number of crew members on board can be done using artificial intelligence in long flights. This action could save millions of dollars in labor costs annually. However, not everyone is convinced. Is it just less safe, or is it less is more? Crew unions have already voiced their concerns. The Association of Professional Flight Attendants, APFA, citing fatigue, emergency response capabilities, and potential overwork during high-risk sections of long flights, described the vision as reckless. Standard safety measures are always met, but aren't, alarms go off. What happens in case of an evacuation, medical emergency, or turbulence? People always think there will be a problem, but the airline always points to the reports. The 707-9P is proof that innovation can reduce operating costs without compromising safety. So is this the beginning of a new standard for long-haul, ultra-efficient travel? Or is it the beginning of the gradual collapse of the safety net that passengers have come to take for granted? The 787-9P is just emerging, and we will see how it performs in the coming years. Behind the P, what is the unique feature of the 787-9P? The quiet internal designation created by Boeing and American Airlines for this submodel, performance optimized, is the meaning of the P in 787-9P. It does not stand for prototype or premium. The only thing it shares with the standard aircraft is its external appearance. The P version also has a lot of people working on it with better interior design and performance. The features that make the 787-9P unique are as follows. Redesigned bathroom crew areas. The kitchen bathroom layout was reorganized because it used to be very crowded, but now that it has been reorganized, it is no longer as crowded. New generation electronic checklists. Manual aircraft control used to cause significant time loss, but with artificial intelligence, this has been reduced to shorter durations. Passenger monitoring systems. Cameras have been installed inside the cabin to monitor passengers, ensuring they follow rules and regulations. Additionally, the system tracks how much food and drink passengers consume. Automatic announcements and safety briefings. The smart automated system has replaced a significant portion of traditional communication, allowing cabin crew to spend more time on boarding and disembarking procedures. These changes help American Airlines save money and make long-haul flights more appealing, encouraging people to choose this airline. Aims to increase the efficiency of routes operating with extremely narrow margins by using lighter, faster-turning cabin crews and more efficient flight procedures. However, this raises a deeper question. Should these services be mandatory for every aircraft? Other airlines, including Lufthansa, Singapore Airlines, and Qatar Airways, are closely monitoring American Airlines' efforts to push the boundaries with the 787-9P. According to industry sources, there is a possibility that Boeing could sell the 787-9P package to everyone within a year, potentially bringing the future of aviation to the world sooner than expected. However, will this shift in focus from passenger comfort to operational savings begin to change our collective flight experience? Union caution and safety concerns. We will start selling this aircraft, but some do not want to, because other companies that are more advanced than it are coming. Several unions representing flight attendants in the United States, particularly the Association of Professional Flight Attendants, APFA, expressed serious concerns within hours with the FAA's tacit approval. It is claimed that reducing the number of flight attendants could raise safety concerns. They have a point here. In a statement criticizing this action, APFA management said, "You can't reduce staff numbers and claim that nothing has changed." It is argued that reducing staff numbers could lead to slower service and lower service quality. For example, who will assist passengers with disabilities? The union also raised concerns about potential legal or procedural issues, claiming that reducing crew numbers in certain flight conditions, particularly water operations requiring rapid evacuation capacity, could violate existing safety regulations. American Airlines, however, stated that the 787-9P is undergoing numerous FAA safety tests, and everyone has seen that it is not dangerous. Company officials claim that the 9P features enhanced digital support systems that reduce the need for manual labor and ensure compatibility even with smaller crews. However, the debate has intensified. Is it possible for a small number of people to do the work that a large number of people barely manage to do? If there is a malfunction on the plane during flight, how will a small number of people handle these malfunctions? If airlines adopt a cost-cutting policy, no one will notice at first, but eventually everyone will. What will American Airlines do next? It plans to introduce the 787-9P on a well-known trans-Pacific route by fall 2025. As with everything, there is a risk here as well. If the low-cost options suddenly fail, everyone will opt for them. If it fails, American Airlines risks losing the trust of both its crew and passengers, as well as facing a public relations nightmare. What do you think? Should airlines prioritize efficiency over tradition, even in the air? Does the cost-cutting revolution set a dangerous precedent? Other airlines are following suit, especially in Asia and the Middle East. Numerous international airlines have secretly explored similar tactics. The 787-9P is just the first domino to fall. The P in the company's internal terminology stands for performance, and sometimes they twist the words, saying it's something being done to reduce costs. According to leaked internal documents, the redesign of the 787-9P is just one component of a larger American Airlines project known as Streamline Sky. By using artificial intelligence to assist pilots and reduce the number of crew members on board, this system offers cost savings by requiring fewer people. Theoretically, this could result in significant cost savings of up to $2 million per aircraft annually in crew-related expenses. This idea should definitely be implemented in larger, longer aircraft to reduce costs. However, there is a cost. Even though aircraft like the 787-9P have sophisticated monitoring systems, smarter kitchen logistics, and redesigned crew rest areas, human involvement remains crucial during flight in case of errors or malfunctions. Former founders who left the company are not fully convinced by this idea. An anonymous comment from a retired operations vice president states, "Technology has advanced greatly and is very important, but the human factor is also very important. In a real emergency, you will wish those 2 extra flight attendants were there, rest assured." Additionally, some aviation analysts warn that if reductions like the 787-9P become the norm, the passenger experience could deteriorate even before a major incident occurs. Passengers might not like it, everything might slow down, like slower meal service and assistance. Nevertheless, there is momentum. Many believe that a global operational shift has begun with the FAA's tacit approval. American Airlines is offering this to other companies, and it's still in the testing phase. Therefore, the real question isn't whether it's safe. The real question is whether this marks the beginning of the end of traditional long-haul travel as we know it. Does everyone want this flight option or not? With more passengers, fewer crew members, more automation, and less human presence, American Airlines 787-9P aircraft aims to rethink the relationship between cost-effectiveness and technology. Where will flights go in the future? What will we see? Or is this a hasty compromise that sacrifices service quality and safety for cost savings? Interaction. Why include shirts? Unknown polydalities for stabbing airlines at the Clores themes and the Keating Stoglos prelegates to sacrifice two silence, but Sharon's continue two while service. The C's, while grabbing polydise or costisfies a significant service quality, and etrustus. This is becoming a very profitable business for these companies. But what about passengers? The answer to this question remains unclear. If an issue arises during a long transoceanic flight, does the loss of these two additional crew members suddenly become critical? Aegis CS in CS50/HA's time levels compacted families and thanksep/E Jessies. What do you think? AGE Jesse T, TMSCT, for you, Access Y, ACR. Is reducing the number of crew members a good idea, or is it a concept that could lead to the company's downfall?